So welcome to day 3 of the Interclub T20 RCTC and Hindusthan club taking on each other. We've got an action-packed day of cricket for you. Yesterday CSE winning their first matchup. The day before that Calcutta Punjab club, both the platinum finalists of last season. And now it's time for Hindusthan club and RCTC, Royal Calcutta Turf club, to get things underway in the 4th CSC Interclub T20 cricket tournament. That's in the air, over point, and should be a boundary. Really nicely played away. All about cashing in when it comes to the power play. In the air once again. This time there is a fielder. Yash Agarwal starting off quite nicely for RCTC. Nicely bowled, but still should get it away for a quick single. We saw 240 scored in the first day by CPC, 200 by Cal Club while chasing it. Yesterday slightly lower scoring game, with BRC scoring 140. That's played away really nicely. All the way, one bounce 4. And RCTC getting off to a flyer here. Yash coming down the wicket, making the most of the power play and turning what would have been a half volley into a full toss. That'll be wide. Well stopped by the keeper. And this time he gets his man, Shubham, with a celebration as well. In fact, he's just slipped slightly. So getting rid of the turf under his shoes. Yash has to depart. That's the first wicket of the day. And it's 22 for 1. Anand Tulsian comes in to bowl his second over. Nicely bowled. He asked the question. Not out, says the umpire. Impact outside off stump according to the umpire. Creates a nice angle. This time played away. Anand picking up the highest wicket taker in the 50 ball tournament last season. We're all set for the 50 ball tournament this year, which starts today, later on in the day. Flicked away, and that will be for staying in terms of line. And Anand catches in, gets his first boundary. And nicely delivered, and this time he gets his man wrapped on the front foot, angling in nicely. And that's what you get with a left arm spinner starting off. Easy decision for the umpire, and Hindusthan club pick up their second wicket of the morning. Not the best of deliveries this time. Don't have the regular keeper. And that is 4. Just staying down the leg side a couple of times in this over. One went for 4 and the other one wide force. That will give him another ball to bowl, and he'll want to make the most of it. Poor delivery, well done by the keeper this time. Staying slightly behind the wicket, which helps if you haven't been keeping regularly. And now he could get another! Wickets in quick succession for Anand Tulsian. And this was basically a half volley which should have been played away. Struck on the back foot. And that is wicket number 3 for HC. So both the Aditya Singhs batting now. And Anand finishes a really good over. Apart from the wide, of course. 32 for 3 after 3. Sahil Sethi, the new bowler. That is nicely bowled. Just getting a bit of angle away. Get in a first slip. And once again, nice shape away from the batter. So 3 good deliveries to start things off. With the new ball, not easy to control. This one closer to the wide line, not given. Asking whether it caught the outside edge, I don't think so. It was pretty close to that line. Even closer to the line, keeper's doing a great job. And he gets a wicket. Hello. What a first over from Sahil. Put that one in the history books. A maiden, a wicket maiden actually. And that is 4 for Hindusthan club. Brilliant piece of bowling. That's how you build pressure. That's the end of the 4th. And the 4th falls for RCTC. This one went inwards after taking the ball away 5 times. That's quality bowling. So Juan Aditya Singh is still there. Vidit Chaudhary comes in at number 6. Anand Tulsian balls are in the block hole. Hindusthan club are in a hurry. As are we. We've got 6 matches today. Sorry, 5 matches today, 6 tomorrow. That's nicely played. This will be a chase. Stopped by the foot of the fielder who didn't know much about it. RCTC and Hindusthan club to start things off. Then there's Saturday club versus Calcutta club. Nicely bowled once again. Inside edge. The batter didn't know too much about it and it'll go all the way for 4. Questions about the field maybe. That's why you've got to have a bit of a square leg there. When a left armer is bowling, don't really need that 45. It's because of the angle inside. Oops, bit of a slip. Then after that we've got the opening ceremony of the 50 tournament. Then Cosmic Warriors versus Heritage Tigers. JBG Indira 101 versus Jahel Juggernauts. That's a beautiful shot, but straight to the fielder. Then the Cosmic Warriors play again versus the Norwichshire Warriors. 5 teams in this year's T20. Loop delivery played back to Anant. End of the 5th over, 37 for 4. So Sahil Sethi continues after the wicket maiden. Aditya Singh on strike. Swinging it away. Need a partnership here, RCTC. Run rate is decent, but wicket stumbling. That's a good shot, but cover is there. First runs conceded by Sahil. Great to see RCTC coming out and playing this tournament. Played in the CSC Sports Carnival as well. Some swimming pool cricket, and now back to the outdoor format. 4th edition of the Interclub T20. That's a wide, well kept. Also the only Interclub T20 tournament in the social club circuit, so kudos to CSC for implementing this and now carrying it out for the 4th edition, only getting bigger and better. And pulled away really nicely. One bounce for Aditya Singh, finally showing that he can also pack a punch. And around 44 in the power play, which is good for RCTC. The problem is the 4 wickets lost, but they can still build on this. Seven of Sahil, second over, power play done. It's 44 for 4. So Anand Tulsian will finish off his spell. So Varun Gandhi bowling 4 in a row yesterday. Anand doing the same. Might as well when you're in flow. Loops that. Quite a risky shot. But somehow chopped away to short third. That is a fantastic shot. All the way for 6 over, long off. Aditya Singh showing his class. It was there to be hit, but you still gotta make the connection. Shot of the day already, and it's going to be a long day of cricket, but it's going to be tough to catapult that one. And then shifts to the back foot and almost gets trapped. Good comeback from Anant. In the air once again. This time played away by Vidit. And this time, oh, he's got him bowled actually. I thought they were appealing for caught behind. It wasn't taken by the keeper. And Aditya plays all over it. He has to go. Just chops it onto his off stump. And half of RCTC squad is in the hut. Anand Tulsian gets 3 for 22. What a start to the game for him. 53 for 5. So Sahil continues with another over. What was a decent partnership building for RCTC has been broken by Anant. Did the job in his 3 overs. Played away towards the leg side. Amit Saraf, the new batter. Hindusthan club will be wanting to get a few more wickets here, seal the deal and finish things off early. Oh, that is really well kept. Asking the question, not out, says the umpire. A bit of extra bounce generated on the previous ball. This one stays low. Jigar Malani with the gloves in hand. Done a decent job. That is well bowled by Sahil. No chance for a quick single either. Without the likes of Kashyap Tantia, who usually takes the gloves for Hindustan club. This time towards the leg side, they'll get a single. So end of the 8th over, 55 for 5. That is very well kept by Malani. Saransh Chaudhary, who was really good in that CSC Sports Carnival pool cricket, comes in. Jigar doing a great job behind the stumps there. And again, that's a lot better from Saransh. Played away again this time. And that is a wicket for Saransh. Another play onto the stumps by an RCTC batter. And it's not looking great for them. Every time they get a few runs, it's thwarted by a wicket. This one didn't bounce as much. And that's the end of another batsman.
Manish, quick card. हमको क्या पता,
That was too quick for the keeper either. As well as Jay Pandey, the new batter. Saranch finding a bit of his line and length now. Nicely played away. Decent over from Saranch. Just 3 off it, 59 for 6. So Sahil to bowl his 4th. A bit of extra bounce. Really good pitch here at Harvard House School. Shifting base from Gulmohar to this ground. And especially in the daylight. Looks fantastic. Of course, the CSE team have done so well to get things in order so quickly. Nicely bowled. That hits the bat, so of course won't be an LBW. So in the evening, getting lights together and making it a carnival atmosphere. And a nice venue for this year's Interclub T20 and T50. Another appeal from Sahil, who's desperate to get another wicket before he finishes his spell. That was pretty close. Another appeal. as he's on the brink of another maiden. And that would be 2 maidens out of 4 if he gets it. Ask the question once again. In fact, it's been clean bowled. With the black stumps, you can't really see it too much. But Sahil gets another wicket maiden. He finishes off with 2 for 9. RCTC now 59 for 7. It's not looking good. Nicely bowled again by Saransh. Really good keeping by Jigar. Ravi Lakhotia, the new batter, joining Amit. Amit on strike right now. Oh, beautifully bowled. Nice bit of shape away from Sahil and now Saransh. Not easy for the batters to deal with it. Bang on the money. This could be a run out chance. Direct hit. I think he's gone. Good work by the director as well to switch to that camera so quickly. And it looks like the batter's given himself out. He knew what the situation was. It was never a run. Saransh gets there, picks it up and throws. Gone for all money. Brilliant piece of fielding for Saransh, by Saransh. Top stuff. Nicely bowled once again. Another dot ball, just 2 wickets to get. RCTC struggling to get to 60 here. That keeps low. Nitin Gupta, the new batter. In the block hole this time. End of the 11th. It's 59 for 8. Nicely played away as Ravi gets off the mark. $60 on the board now for RCTC. How many more can they get? That stays low, and the keeper's got to be careful. Pops up and hits him on the chin. Another away swinger. This time Kumar coming in and bowling the 12th. And it's interesting that Saran, Sahil, Kumar, all of them have a similar action. The ball just angling away from the batters. Makes it tougher to play, especially when it's keeping low. And again this time, bit of mistake from the keeper. We'll forgive him because he's been keeping really well. In the air, taken by Kumar. Great bit of fielding by the bowler, just like the last over with Saransh. Never easy to follow up off your own bowling. Played early by the batter. went down and collected it really well. Clean take. Just 1 wicket to go now for Hindustan club. So let's take a look at the wickets. Starting off with a good delivery early on. After a few boundaries from Yash, who needed to stay there for a while, then Anant Antya came in and got things rolling. That was absolutely plum. Continuing his good form. This one was a poor shot by the batter. Rocked onto the back foot. And back-to-back LBWs for Anant. And then another one. This time it was Saransh. Oh, in fact, that was live. I beg your pardon. I was wondering when Saransh got that wicket. So right on cue, he gets the 10th wicket and RCTC are all out for 61. Yep, that was pretty plum. So Hindustan club needs 62 to win this game. So here we go, time for the chase. Starts off with a bang. It's a long day, but hopefully it won't be a long innings. So Sahil getting off to a flyer. That one keeps low. Keeper somehow gets a touch on it. Slightly uneven bounce today. Alok, who also likes to deal in boundaries, coming in. And Jay Pandey getting the treatment on the first ball. Then a decent comeback. Decent work by the wicketkeeper, got a touch on it, otherwise would have been another boundary. That to a wide 4. Asking the question once again, but this time bat involved, so no, says the umpire. So there we go. Wonderful view, a drone shot view of Harvard House Sports. A new home for CSC cricket. That's a wonderful delivery. It's beaten the batter, the stumps, the wicketkeeper, and all the way for buys. 10 on the board for Hindusthan club. That was a great ball by Jay. You had in the heart of the city. And that's gone through the wicketkeeper once again, who I think needs to go back. It's not helping his cause being up front here. Wasn't a bad delivery. Keeper gets nutmegged. And 14 on the board already. That's great stuff. Got a high-end production for you. And this is the first weekend of the CSC cricket season. That is a beautiful delivery going down leg. Jay showing a bit of promise with the new ball, but he doesn't have much of a score to defend. 14 after 1. Actually just 5 runs off the bat. 4 runs off the bat, 1 was a wide. Wonderful aerial shot of Harvard House School. That will be a wide. Looks like they had the sports here a few days ago because meticulously marked track along the field, and that is very well placed, using every corner of the field, as Alok gets his first boundary. In fact, it was Sahil. Was good with the ball as well. And that's in the air. This will take some catching. Awkward for the fielder. It should go all the way for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for Sahil. This time he was a bit more fortunate. And that is hit down the ground, past mid-off for a third boundary in a row by Sahil. Swatted away. It was short, it kept low. No chance for the bowler. Little bit of chance for mid-off. That's another one. Hit down the ground. Good piece of fielding on the boundary. Keeps it to just 1. Sahil wasting no time here. 28 on the board already for Hindusthan club. That one keeps low. And lucky for Alok that it wasn't on the stumps, otherwise could have been curtains. Vidyush has got the treatment, but that was a good comeback. Another swing and a miss. They're asking the question. Alok didn't leave his crease. Good comeback from Vidyut. 28 after 2. Before that, we'll go upstairs to check the third umpire referral. Comes down the wicket actually. Might have just made it back in time. Not out. And not out. Signaled by the third umpire. That was quick from the keeper and quick from the third umpire as well. So Jay Pandey bowled really well in that first over. Was unlucky to give away a few byes. Here he is steaming in again, and he has been given the treatment. What a shot! Thought it went all the way for a while, but it has been called 4. Not sure where it bounced exactly, but either ways, halfway through this chase now, Hindustan club making light work of the 62 that RCTC made. And another one, this time crunched even better. Could go all the way. No, in fact, it is a boundary again. Similar delivery. Sahil taking the punt. and it pays off. In the air, but no catch taken. (26 to win). Nicely bowled by Jay this time, inside the wide line. And a similar shot. I think he might have broken his bat here. He has broken the bat. So usually the ball goes flying, but this time the bat has gone flying. Ooh. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? I think the catch was put down as well in the bargain. Bat absolutely goes for a toss. He's been striking it so well. Rest in 2 pieces. Dear bat. And that's the first wicket for Jay and RCTC. Finally getting it correct in the block hole. Alok has to go. At least some sort of reward for a decent spell of bowling. 37 for 1 after 3. And that could have been another wicket. It looks like the bail has fallen. So back-to-back wickets for RCTC. For a second, the bowler thought the ball missed the stumps, but it just clipped it, and that's why the bail fell. So Sahil will have to go after a really good start to the innings. And Deepak will come in. It's 37 for 2. What with the black wicket and the white bails, can't really tell. Transparent bails, actually, the zing ones, can't really tell if the bails are fallen, especially with the reaction of the bowler, who for a second thought that he didn't get the wicket, but he did. He got the bail at least. And another! Aditya Singh picks up 2 in 2. Deepak has to go as quick as he came. And RCTC are mounting a bit of a comeback. Aditya on a hat-trick. RCTC have taken 3 wickets in 3. A wild slog. And Aditya with a phenomenal start to his bowling in this Interclub T20. That was the first wicket, this the second, and then a third. So Kumar on strike, Aditya Singh on a hat-trick. RCTC have got 3 wickets in 3 balls. Here we go. Swing and a miss on a hat-trick ball. Very easily could have caught the outside edge. But this is a great comeback from RCTC. They're giving it their all. It'll take time. It's just probably their first outdoor tournament. I'm not too sure. First time I'm seeing them play. And that'll be a wide, nicely claimed by the keeper. 45 was getting ready to chase that down. And yet another. Aditya Singh is turning it on. Unplayable stuff from him. Where was he the first 3 overs? Maybe that's what he's telling his teammates. Give me the ball, I'll do the job. Three wickets in 4 balls. This one shaped in beautifully. And Kumar has to go. 24 runs to win. This could become a little dicey for Hindusthan club. Nicely bowled as Saranj comes in. Probably one of the better batters in this Hindustan club side. He's got to stay there because Aditya has bowled a phenomenal first over. Last ball. Saranj plays it away, almost in the hands of cover. No chance for the fielder beyond him. Extra cover was in play for a second, but Saranj showing us why he is one of those better batters actually now that you see it. It was far away from the fielder. Eventful over, 3 wickets off it and 5 runs. 4 gone, 42 for 4. Harshil is also a really good batter, as we saw in the CSC Sports Carnival. And maybe the others coming out and getting a chance, but now these two coming in to hold the fort. RCTC without the likes of Anish Agarwal, one of their top players. Ravi Lakhotia comes in to bowl the fifth. That's a wide. Another big match going on apart from this tournament. Madora Fine Legs versus Shiva squad. A lot of the players taking part in this tournament are playing, and taking part in the T20 are playing that one. So lots of cricket being played today. Few of the boys who played yesterday heading down to CCFC to play as well. It's all happening. Saturday, Sunday in Calcutta means cricket everywhere, and some will be playing far away and will be coming here later on in the afternoon to play their T20 games. So lots of passionate cricketers around. Commentator also had a couple of games, but playing my trade here. That's another wide. 17 runs to win. We'll have an early finish here either way. That one keeps low. Well stopped by the keeper. Another wide given. Just staying down the leg too much here, Ravi. Just taking it easy. They don't want to lose any more wickets, as Ravi has bowled a couple of dot balls, which is good. All about taking some confidence into the next game as well. Another good shaping delivery. Decent over eventually. 5 gone, 46 for 4. Would have been a full toss but left alone. As Aditya still warming up. If he hasn't warmed up yet and he's still got 3 wickets, imagine what will happen when he warms up. Another swing and a miss. This is a great spell from Aditya Singh. Can he pick up a wicket here and break this important partnership of Hindusthan club? You never know what happens after that. Now this could be a chance. Was there bat involved? Yes, there was. Otherwise, if he missed the bat, it was surely LBW. Runs off the bat signaled by the umpire. You saw how close it was. Nicely played away. Taking that time, playing off Aditya. Spending a few minutes in the middle. This will be leg buys. They could come across for a couple. They decide not to keep it as well, to keep it to 1. Played away through the gap for 4. They've kept lots of fielders up. And Harshal gets his first boundary of this Interclub T20. 10 runs away now. That was too wide. And too many players up in the circle. End of the power play. That being said, 52 for 4. They wanted 2 for a second, but they won't get it. Nice little split screen there. As we're 9 away from the end of this first matchup, first of 2 T20 games. And that's in the air. This will take some catching. And it goes all the way, does it? Or did it bounce just before the boundary? 6 called by the umpire. Great shot by Harshal. It was in the slot. Gave long on a bit of a chance. All the way for 6. And Harshal goes down the ground again. Long off should cut it off. And that will be game, set and match. Wide 4s. Hindusthan club pick up a victory and get 2 points on the board. And RCTC will have to come back to the drawing board. So Hindusthan club win the first game of today by 6 wickets. And stay tuned, we'll be back soon for match number 2 between Calcutta club and Saturday club.